Hey, good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with the Driving Market. So we've got a couple of things to talk about today. Number one is a national holiday in the United States, Thanksgiving. So the markets will be more or less closed. The futures are open a little bit. You've got foreign exchange open, but you haven't got any shares trading whatsoever. So what's driving the markets at the moment? You've got two factors. Number one, unemployment in the States is at the lowest level since 1969, so it's a 52-year low on unemployment in the States, which is an unbelievable figure if you think about it. This is causing significant pressure, underlying pressure on inflation. One, because you've got full employment, and two is because you've got consumer index is up by 1.3%. In other words, people are buying more, people are disregarding inflation, they're disregarding nervousness, they're throwing all caution to the wind, and they're just spending money. Well, that's great for retailers, whether it be Amazon or whether it be Home Depot or whether it be Tesco's or whether it be Selfridges or whatever. That's great. Throwing caution to the wind, the retailers will benefit from that. However, this throwing caution to the wind will add further pressure, further inflationary pressures, and therefore come January, not before January, come January, there'll be significant pressure on the central banks to do something about inflation. At the moment, inflation is running at around about 6 to 6.5% in the States and also in the UK and Western Europe. However, come January, I expect inflation reporting to be anywhere between 7 and 7.5%, maybe by end of January even higher. That is a big figure. It's not something to disregard. It's not something to ignore. That is going to have an impact. Why? Because the central banks will have to start raising interest rates, which means that the cost of mortgages, borrowing, personal loans, car loans will go up, and that's more money out of your pocket. In addition to that, once interest rates start rising, you will see a significant downturn in the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is a speculative index. People are speculating. They're not running there for safety. They're running there to speculate, to make big money on the high-tech stocks. So that will have a big impact on the Nasdaq and big impact on high-tech stocks. And you could see them having a downturn in 2022. So be aware of that. The Nasdaq is at an all-time high at the moment. So just be careful out there. Okay. Furthermore, the dollar is surging. Euro dollar yesterday was at a low of about 111, 112, which is a very low number. There's dollar strength on the basis of US Treasury yields are going up. The expectation that interest rates will go up in the States is driving the dollar higher. So there is dollar strength. Just be aware of that. Furthermore, you've got the warnings from Saudi Arabia and Russia that they are not going to be increasing oil production, and that is going to put pressure upwards on oil. So oil is going to rise higher. It's probably going to go above $100 a barrel. It's on track to go above $100 a barrel, and in my opinion, by January, it will be probably at about $90 to $95 a barrel. Which is also going to have a massive impact on the global economy. So taking all that into consideration, you've got to trade very cautiously. Markets are near the all-time high. Oil's going up. Gold's an interesting one. It's come off, and it's probably going to come off means it's gone down. So it's probably going to maybe go a little bit further, but it could be a good hedge and a good safety net to go through if we're going to go through an economic downturn. Again, 2022 is approaching. We're going to have a run-up to December with the markets probably going higher, but be very careful. Look at taking some puts, look at taking some short positions, or trade very small and allow for volatility. That's going to come back into the marketplace. What else have we got to discuss? That's more or less it. Always trade with regulated firms. As I said, anything that's non-regulated, you will be scammed. Just to be absolutely clear, this is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. You can contact me on LinkedIn, on Instagram at Valensky Mayor, on YouTube, WhatsApp, etc. If you need anything, help regarding setting up a trading platform, or you want to trade or you want to learn to trade, contact me. Mayor Valensky, Driving Markets. Have a good day. Speak to you soon.